You gotta go to the bay.
Woo.
I was cleaning up on Sunday, man. You know, when you wake up on Sunday morning or Saturday mornings, I don't know.
Hold on.
What?
Why?
Wait,
Why
wait,
that
wait,
title?
wait, man. Hold on. Hear me out. Hear me
I
out.
didn't even see it. Go ahead.
You know, when you a kid, you know, if you live with your grandmother or your mother, you know, they play the oldies when they cleaning the house up. All right. And my grandmother used to always say, man, they was like, man, beauty's only skin deep. So if you bring one of them Purdy girls up in here
Oh.
and she thinks she Purdy, but her attitude is funky, she got to go back out that front door. Now she can come in here and give you 3 weeks of satisfaction, but when that relationship get rough, what we gonna do?
Mm. Dang.
49ers. What we doing, man? Purdy,
Yeah,
man. It's a
I
little
like that
shaky.
song.
Come on, Dave.
Like the wordplay.
That's why Dave was like, "What you doing?" I said, "You just hear me out, player. Just hear me out."
I knew this was for some reason. I knew something like this was going to happen. Um, Now before we lost two straight, this was a game that I had on the schedule that we would lose.
Okay.
Um, Now last week I put the defense in the doghouse, and before that I put Brock Purdy in the doghouse. Yesterday, I'm not necessarily going to put it on the defense. The reason why I won't put it on the defense is because Brock Purdy put that defense in bad position. Brock Purdy should have thrown 4 interceptions yesterday, but he only threw two, and he also had a forced fumble. Now, I want to give some context clues on how he was feeling yesterday because I think we found out on Wednesday
Tuesday.
last week. I
Tuesday.
think
Oh, Wednesday? Oh, go ahead. I'm back. Go
Tu-
ahead.
Tuesday on Wednesday that he got concussed, that he had a concussion from the game
Mm-hmm.
from Monday night. And 6 days later, he happened to go up and play on Sunday at 4 o'clock. In Santa Clara, he said that he was feeling good. So I don't want this to make it. I don't want this to be the same situation it was for Tua last year. Um, Although when he did get sacked at the end of the game, he did bounce his head on the ground, and he pretty much just you could tell that he was a little bit dazed when he got back up. But this show, oh,
Go ahead.
caught me off guard a little bit. But this show, that game is pretty much what I have said about Purdy before the season started. Um, Saying that he showed some ability to be really good in this offense last season. However, I want to see what actually he does this season. Because he they chose him to be the quarterback of the future. They traded away a guy that they traded three first round picks for to
Mm-hmm.
be the future because of something that happened with Jimmy. Of course, Jimmy Garoppolo in the Super Bowl overthrew Emmanuel Sanders for the what should have been the game-winning touchdown and the sixth Super Bowl title for San Francisco. But we all see that did not happen. Tomo, sorry, that was because you because of the title you put it against San Francisco, so they had to boot you out.
I understand. That's why I got the sunset in the background.
So good, but um,
Good too.
I'm very interested to see what actually happens because right now we're in the market for a cornerback or a pass rusher. I don't think pass rushing is the issue, honestly. Um, we're getting pressures, we're just not getting to the quarterback. So I don't think pass rushing is necessarily the issue, but pass, defending is the issue. Last two games, we've allowed quarterbacks to have a field day. Kirk Cousins had his best game of the season against this defense. Joe Burrow, top five quarterback, elite, went to the Super Bowl. We all know how good he is. He also had a field game. He had his career high passes completed yesterday in 19. He completed 19 straight passes yesterday. He also threw what three three touchdowns, no picks. So he didn't turn the ball over yesterday. We did now. The defense did force a turnover. When they were driving the ball, they forced a fumble that we recovered. So they did whatever they could to stop them from scoring at least twice. Stop them from scoring at the end of the first half, and then stop them from scoring. Yes, we're still top five. I saw that. Yes, we're still top five. And Travarius Ward has been getting endless penalties, so he's not able to do as well. And I don't like the scheme that we're running. We're not running the scheme that best fits our cornerbacks that we have at this moment. Travarius Ward last year was really good in man coverage. What we're running now is not man coverage; it's zone. That's not what's good for him. He's going to get burnt every single time. So we need to do whatever needs to happen to allow this defense to improve. We need to go get a cornerback. There are reports that we are interested in Jalen Johnson, cornerback that's in Chicago. It's not just us, but the Bills and the Cowboys are also interested in this player. So it's pretty much a three-way bid to see who's going to be able to get him. John, I believe in you, but I'm not going to predict anything. So do whatever you need to do to make this happen. And Brock Purdy, you are not out the doghouse. Not now. Not until you win and actually win a game that's close. You can win games that when you score 30, when everything is working well for you. You got to be able to prove to me that you can win a game when everything is not working well for
you. Sound like another running narrative in the chats with another quarterback. Like, funny how quarterback, you find out more about your quarterback when. And I know somebody backstage gonna like that. But 3-game losing streak, man. 3-game losing streak. Man, it was just like 3 weeks ago. Y'all just put a whooping on the Cowboys. I can't talk too much trash because if we showed up tomorrow, y'all will probably do the same thing again. It's just something with the Cowboys and the 49ers. But
I don't know. I honestly don't know right now.
But with Debo's not that really shouldn't be that much of a factor to the point where your offense isn't the same. Like McCaffrey's still there. Yeah. The O-line is trying to find its way, but I think yesterday had a little bit to do with the concussions, but we kind of seen this prior to the concussions with Purdy and the offense being real shaky. So for me, this game says more about the Bengals than it does about the actual 49ers, because we were questioning if this team was actually going to make the playoffs. We were questioning if Burrow was still healthy or not. We were questioning if Jamar Chase is really always open. And they showed up yesterday and was like, yeah. And we already knew questions about the 49ers secondary. It was like, if you can get past the front seven, you can probably try to pick on that secondary. And most teams have been doing that since. Like, I guess they was like, oh, if Kirk can do it, I know we can. And that's pretty much what happened. So for me, it's just most of the Bengals were better than y'all that day. That's all. Joe?
Yeah, Chase had 10 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown.
Hey, you threw me off. You threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting something else, and you went a different route. I gotta disagree with you, Dave. I'm putting on your defense, not on Brock Purdy. I got to put on your defense. You just said y'all top 5. Brock Purdy ain't top 5. Brock Purdy had more rushing yards than Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey had 54 rushing yards. Brock Purdy had 57. I know Joe Burrow was 28 from 32, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. What set the tone for the whole game was the first drive. And y'all almost sacked him on that 3rd down. And he broke like 2 tackles and got a 1st down. I was like, oh my gosh, this dude is healthy. I felt like when the Bengals had the ball, even though y'all stopped them from scoring, they were driving down the field almost every time. Now, in the second half, I think the first drive, y'all did good. The first 2 drives. But outside of that, they were just moving the ball downfield. They had all the momentum. And Brock Purdy was actually making plays, scoring out the pocket. He found Ayuk on the right side of the field for a bomb. Scoring out the pocket, found Kittle on the other side of the field. Scoring out the pocket, getting 1st downs. He had 57 rushing yards. So Brock Purdy did more than what I usually see. We usually see Brock Purdy with the script, and he delivers the script. This time he went all script a whole lot and made things work, made things happen. Now, granted, he threw 2 interceptions. The first one, it was a great play by the defense, man. You gotta give him credit for that. I mean, it looked stupid because it was right in his face, but that was a good play. I mean, he caught it with one hand and caught it a lineman. Like, come on now, you know. And then the second one was just dumb. But I can't put more blame on Purdy. Now Purdy could have been better, but the defense was horrific. Like I couldn't recognize y'all. Like y'all look like us against Philly. Like they just driving down the field all day, So and I'm like, dang, this is the same final defense I know. Now I was literally asking myself, is anybody hurt? Like, is anybody hurt? So I'm not sure if anybody on the injury report, but I got put that game more on the defense than Purdy. But I'm with Tomo also. This says more about Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Because they back, baby. They about to hit that win streak.
Cool.
The Bengals. That mid-season win streak they always hit.
Hey, man, the AFC North, man, they say they're the best division in football.
I think they are, though. I can give it to them. They are.
I'm saying they about to wake a sleeping giant now because all y'all need to start winning. Their division look like our fantasy league where everybody got the same record. I think everybody like 5-3, or you like one game away from being number one. You better make sure you show up every week in that league. That's all I'm saying.
Also, Dave, real quick, at the end of the game, Joe Mixon's last touchdown, Nick Bosa kind of disappointed me, man. 2 times I had a clip. One time, like both times he bounced outside, and the first time Nick Bosa, he was on the edge, obviously, and Joe Mixon bounced out left, and Nick Bosa missed the tackle and just laid there. Like he just looked like, ah. And then when he scored, same thing. Nick Bosa missed the tackle, and then Joe Mixon scored, and then Bosa looking like what's going on. There was 2 plays. I was like, dang, Nick. Like, so I gotta put that more on the defense.
We're gonna see, man. You know, I told somebody, for that person that commented on that IG reel, when I said about the 49ers, I said, yeah, they beat the Cowboys, but we don't know. It's more season to go. And he's like, you sure about that? It's football, man. You don't know what's gonna happen. It was week 5. Look what's going on here.
Yeah, you see, I didn't comment about that. And Kev, to your comment, we're still top 5 in points allowed and still top 5 in rush yards allowed. Like I said, top 5 defense.
Top 5.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.